CEBA members represent a vast array of industries. We've got energy customers who are the buyers of energy. We've got service providers and energy providers as well that help support those transactions. On our buyer side, we've got members that represent on retail, on data centers, all the large hyperscalers. These are members that care greatly for decarbonization and to achieving a low-cost, reliable, and carbon emissions-free global electricity system.
We've been part of CEBA for many, many years, and I've sat on the board of CEBA for many years as well. And we've joined CEBA and been part of helping to lead CEBA because we know that building communities of companies all working together to buy carbon-free energy is important for being able to decarbonize the grid, as well as meet our own sustainability goals.
The value of CEBA as a whole is absolutely the network. It is a great community of companies coming together. You can tap into that resource and figure out, well, I've got an issue. Does this company that might be in a completely different industry, are they facing the same issues? And you all get together to try to figure out, well, how am I going to overcome them?
CEBA is one of the few organizations that has all of the multiple stakeholders that you really need to get involved and collaborate with to move the needle in our industry. CEBA as an organization pulls these types of companies into a common discussion where you can talk, brainstorm, sometimes have active debate, and come up with strategies that make sure everyone is involved and engaged.
The value of CEBA's membership is that the companies become part of the community that drives corporate clean energy buying. And that means that they get involved in everything around corporate clean energy buying. The training for their own staff and teams, the development of all the voluntary standards that define that practice. And then a newer and larger thing for CEBA is they get really engaged in our policy agenda.
I think one of the most valuable things about CEBA is being able to talk to the buyer community about policy issues and development issues that are facing projects and the industry in general outside of the commercial context of a negotiation. So it's a lot more collaborative, and I think it enables both parties to share constraints and discuss solutions and make sure that the voice of the buyer, especially when it comes to policy, is representing what's really stopping projects from getting built.
There really isn't anything else like CEBA. There isn't any other collection with all of the world's largest electricity consumers coming together in one place, in many cases working alongside just some of the largest companies in the world. They might not themselves consume huge amounts of electricity, but either they have giant balance sheets themselves, like very large financial institutions, or they're gigantic advanced manufacturers who don't manufacture everything themselves, but work with these huge supply chains around the world.
I love to hear the stories from our members that say, wow, I really learned something new. I learned from my peers in this community, and I learned how to transact more efficiently, more effectively.
If you're on the fence about joining CEBA, I would encourage you to think about it not just as a place where you can meet and greet with buyers a couple of times a year, but really as a place where you can sit and brainstorm with buyers, which will increase your profile as a company in the minds of many buyers, especially if you're a newer, smaller company just getting started. But it'll also enable you to make decisions for your business that reflect the broader trends happening, and CEBA really helps inform a lot of that information.